everyone, and welcome to Lithuanian Lessons with Marija. We're going to learn some phrases and words that you might want to say when you're with people, when you're in church. That's lesson 2. So I'm going to follow a similar pattern that Ruth followed in lessons, Estonian lessons with her. So you might want to check that out on Flowbox if you have it as well. And there's also Albanian. So we are getting there with our languages. So let's get started. You might, meet people and you might want to say hello and just, good evening, good morning. And before we go there, actually, very important thing for you to know is that in Lithuanian, there's such thing as a singular word as you might also be an informal word, and a plural word as you, which is not helpful, but many, you, could also be as a formal word. So if you were saying it to a person you respect or an older person, and you might want to just speak a bit more formally. So that's a very important thing to do, and I will separate them as we go along. So here we go. You might want to say hello, and this is how you say it. Labas. And I've put a little tick that way so that you know where the accent of the word goes. So we go labas. That's hello, and that's a more informal way, or just to a person your age, etc. And if you wanted a more formal version, you go laba diena. Let's do it again. Labas. You say it. Laba diena. Okay, good. So that's one way of saying it. Then you might want to say good morning or good evening. And this is again, maybe a more formal version, but you can also say it to a friend, to a spouse, to whoever you want. I might say it to myself. So it goes labas rytas. Yes, we also roll our R's. So let's do it again, and then you repeat after me. Labas rytas. Very good. And then you might want to say good evening, and it's the same word here. And here we go. Labas vakaras. Very good. And as you can see, again, I've put those little accent moments there so you know where to accent the word. So let's go again. Good morning and good evening. Labas rytas. Labas vakaras. Very good. So that's just a really easy start of kind of saying things. And then you might be around people at church, etc. You might want to say, what's your name? What do I call you? So this is how it goes. I'm going to translate it for you. It goes koks tavo, or more formal way to say jūsų vardas. Oh, I'm losing it. Vardas. Okay, so let's go that again. What's your name? Okay, koks tavo or jūsų vardas. Now you say it, repeat it after me. Koks tavo jūsų vardas. Very good. And then, you might want to answer. Otherwise, you'll stay silent. And then you would say, my name is so-and-so. And so in Lithuanian, the word is not actually always necessary. You can use it, but you don't have to. And so you would say, my, mano, vardas, the same word, is, you can say, or you don't have to, yra. And then you say your name. So let's go again. Mano vardas, etc., etc. Or you can say yra Marija. Mano vardas Marija. Or you can say mano vardas yra Marija. Yeah, that's how we say my name. There we are, don't worry. And then you might say, what about you? Or yours. That's how you would kind of say it. My name is Marija. Yours. What's your name? So you would say o tavo. O tavo. And a lot of the times you might notice that in Lithuanian and similar to Estonian, when you say a question, you always want to put the end of your word, sort of the intonation, you want to put it up. O tavo, what's your name, right? So this is how I say, what's your name? My name is, what's yours? Etc. And then you might want to say, well, how are you doing? How is it going? So like to start a bit of a conversation, okay? And this is the word for how. And I will add what's there later. So more informal way to say how are you doing, okay, you, just a friend, say, would be kaip sekasi. Let's do it again. Kaip sekasi. Yeah? But again, just remember you need to put the intonation. Kaip sekasi. Yeah? And then you either want to say good or not good. And the good and not good is kind of easy because no in Lithuanian is ne. So you say gerai, good. Let's say gerai, arba, or you might want to say negerai. So let's say negerai. Very good. And so to make this more formal, and we'll go into it in the way we answer, but you can use those same words in the question. So to make it more formal, you would go kaip jums sekasi. Yeah? So in there you would insert the plural you. How are you doing? So let's repeat that again. Kaip jums sekasi. Let's try that. I hope you're saying that because otherwise I just look ridiculous. Okay, and then you either say, gerai, negerai, and then the way you ask, what about you? Because let's suppose they asked you, or they're saying to you, what about you? And you want to understand what they're saying. They would say, o tau, more informal way saying, what about you? O tau. And then a more formal way to say it would be, o jums. So let's repeat that. O tau, o jums. Good. Okay, I hope you're getting it. You're making some sentences, you're making some conversations. You're doing really, really well. And then say you want to end the conversation and you just want to say, it was really nice to meet you, goodbye, kind of thing. No, that's straightforward, but you know what I mean. So this is a bit of a long word. I really apologize for that, but nothing I can do. So you would go, nice to meet you. Malonu. The accent is there. Malonu. Susipažinti. That's a mouthful. Let's go it again. Susipažinti. And the accent is right there, okay? So you'd go malonu susipažinti. I hope you're making some sort of sense over there. It's funny regardless, and you're trying, and that is always appreciated. And then you want to say goodbye. So there's a informal and more formal way to say goodbye. You could say ata. Very easy. Let's go again. Ata. And then you might want to say viso gero. You're basically saying all best, all the best. So viso gero. Good. Well done. And a few final phrases. It's not fully the end, but a few final phrases. Say you're in a restaurant or you're in a church cafe, wherever you are. You might just want to say, excuse me, do you speak English or Lithuanian? And can I order some black tea? You're not going to say fully, can I order some black tea? You're just going to say black tea. But they will understand because of the place where you are, okay? So the way you say, excuse me, and that's actually a formal way and informal way in the same. So you say, atsiprašau. Atsiprašau. Let's try it again. Very good. And I'll get to the other one. So when you said excuse me, you then might want to say, do you speak Lithuanian or English? This is how I say it. Do you speak? It's you speak is included in there. English or Lithuanian, okay? So this is how we're gonna go. Ar kalbi. That's more informal. Let's go again. Ar kalbi. Now, do you speak? More formal way. Ar kalbate. And again. Ar kalbate. English, Lithuanian. Angliškai. Lietuviškai. Okay, let's say English, Lithuanian. Angliškai. Lietuviškai. Now let's say the whole sentence. Maybe you even want to check in excuse me. So we say atsiprašau. Ar kalbate angliškai? Repeat that. Very good. And then basically they or you will say yes or no. And I kind of let you know what no is. So let's find out what yes is. You either say taip, yes, taip, or arba, you say ne, ne. And this is what most likely they're going to say as well. Okay? And then once you know whether they speak Lithuanian English, you know whether you want to order or you just want to say, I want black tea. Okay? We're not going to go into I want. Let's just go with black tea with milk because they will understand. You can point it, use your hands and whatnot. Okay? So we go black tea with milk. Juoda arbata su pienu. Let's go again. Juoda arbata su pienu. Very good. And then you might just want to say thank you for that because in Lithuanian, politeness is sort of included in the language, but you can always be extra polite and say black tea with milk, please. Juoda arbata su pienu. Ačiū. Yeah, and then you say thank you. Ačiū. Yes, it is like sneezing. So here's for lesson 1. I hope you enjoyed. You can rewind it. You can go again. You can take snapshots of all the words. I hope you can understand it. If you ever have any questions, hit me up and I'll be happy to help you. Goodbye.